Hey G Squad, welcome back to an episode of Is It Worth It? Today's episode we have this cool I'm here. In pretty much what this is a tower heater fan from the brand called Dreo. So you can see this is what the package looks like when you guys do get it. Let me actually open up to show you guys what the inside looks like. So once you guys open up, first thing inside right here we do have the remote. If you guys do take it out, here's what the remote looks like. So it does have the power button, increase button, lower button, fan speed option, temperature option, oscillating option, and timer option. And the way how I use it, you guys don't pull this tab in the bottom in order if I use it, which I'll show you guys in a second. But right underneath that, you can see we do have the protection layer. So let's do take it out. Once you guys do take it out, now you can take out the fan. And when you guys do take out the fan, inside they do have a user manual to teach you guys how to set it up and how to use it. And that's everything inside. So once you guys do take it out, here's what the fan looks like. You can see how it's all well protected. But let's take everything out. Let's take out this part here as well. Once you guys do take it out, here's what the part looks like. So in the very bottom, they do have the brand name. Middle section right here is where the heat can come out when you guys do use it. And when you guys turn it on, you don't want to put your hand on here because it's going to get really hot. Top part right here, we do have the display screen. So you guys want to peel this part out. So that way you can see everything on here when you guys do use it. So it does have the power button, oscillating option, timing option, probably the mode option, and the increase and lower option. And the middle part right here is where to show you guys the screen. And like I mentioned for the product, it does have an oscillating option, so we'll turn left and right, which I'll show you in a second. If you guys turn to the back part right here, they do have a slot for you to carry around really easily, just like that, which is really nice. So here is what the back part looks like. Here's what the bottom part looks like. They mentioned the way how to design the product, it does have a tip over protection. So I'm assuming once it tips over, it will turn off, which I'll test out in a second. And then right here, you can see we do have the cable with a 2-prong option, and that is everything that's on the product. Before I test it out, I do want to mention a few things about the product. The first thing is the fact that they mentioned for the product, it does have the overheat protection, and it also has a tip over protection like I mentioned. And they mentioned how it does have a new technology where it actually help you guys heat it much faster in a shorter amount of time, which is really nice. And they mentioned for the product, it's actually very quiet when you guys do use it. And supposedly for the product, when you guys use it, there's 3 different modes. I believe one of those modes is eco mode, but really cool how she give you the option to control it manually or you can use remote. So those are some of the things that I want to go over before we do plug it in. Now I'm gonna plug it in to show you guys how it does work and what the product looks like when you guys do use it. So I'm gonna plug it in really quick to show you guys what the screen looks like right here. And it will show you guys what it looks like from a far point of view. So once you guys do plug it in, if you guys turn it on, that is what the screen looks like. If you see how it starts counting down because of the tip over protection, so I probably can't show you guys in this point of view, but that is what the screen looks like. Let me bring this over somewhere else to give you guys a better point of view what the product looks like when you guys do test out the tip over protection, and then we'll come back and talk more product in a second. Alright, so we got the product all plugged in. Let me turn on to show you guys what it looks like. So I'm pressing the power button. And once you guys turn it on, it does show you guys that it's on in front. So if I do bring up close, here's what the screen looks like. So here's H3, H2, H1. If you guys press on this button, eco mode, fan option, and back to heater option. This one's oscillating option, where it turns left and right. And then here we do a timer option. So the max is 12. And then once you have it done, you can turn it off. So that is what the screen looks like. And you see how when you guys do turn it off, it does have a countdown option to count down before it does turn off. Alright, so right here we do the product. Let's turn it on and show you guys how well it does work. So like I mentioned, you do have the option to turn it on manually or you can use the remote. Let me use the remote to show you guys when it actually works. So then pull the tab at the bottom. If you guys do turn it on, it does turn on immediately. If you guys want to turn on the oscillating mode, press on that button and it starts turning left and right. It does have mute options, so if you guys do mute it, when you guys change different setting on here, it doesn't make any noise. But if you guys do unmute it, it starts making noise again. And for the temperature setting on here, there's 3 different levels. There's level 1, 2, or 3. Right now we do have level 3 because it does say H3. If you guys want to increase it or lower it, press the plus and minus. So now we do have H1, H3. If you guys want to change different mode, there's 3 different modes on here. So there's a heat option, there's an eco mode, and there's a fan option. So really cool how the product works as a heater, a fan, and also give you guys eco mode to save electricity if you guys want to. And then see when you guys turn the eco mode, let me turn the oscillating option. For the eco mode, you do have the option to change the different temperature on here in terms of when you guys want to turn it off. So for example, once it reaches like 90 degrees, it will turn on by itself, which is really nice. And for the product, it does have a timer option, so I do turn it on. The max is 12 hours when you guys do use it. So now let's turn back on the mode option and see how that feels when you guys use it. So right now we do have the fan only option. If you guys do feel it, you guys can feel the heat is slowly dying down or going down because this mode is only the fan option. So right here I do have a temperature checker. If you guys check the temperature, right now showing 91 degrees when you guys turn on fan option, and the temperature you guys can feel is going down more and more. If you guys check it again, and see how it does show 79. If you guys turn back on the heat, now we have the heat back on. So if you guys do check the temperature on here, it literally heats up so fast. Like within a few seconds, it went to 174 already. So when they mention how it does heat up really fast within seconds, it really does heat up really fast. Like if we check it again, now we have a new number, which is 304. So it is very hot when you guys do use it. So you do want to be careful not touch the screen on the front. So that way you don't hurt yourself. But really cool how it give you guys the option to use it as a fan or a heater as well. And it does have eco mode to save electricity if you guys want to use that option, which is pretty awesome. And like I mentioned for the product, it does have a tip over protection. So I do lift it up. Nothing happens. Let's try to tip it over and see what happens. So you can see how it does like P4 on here. And if you guys wait a few minutes or a few seconds, it should turn off. You can see it does work. So it does have the tip over protection built in. And when you guys do feel the fan when it does tip over, it actually feels like cold air, not hot air. So really cool how she has the protection built in. So that way you don't have to worry about when it tips over or whatever, which is really nice. So if you see everything on here definitely does work. And it's very easy and very simple for us to use it. And the heater itself is not that big. You can see it's actually pretty small and compact for you guys to put on your table, the floor, or anywhere else to keep you guys really warm during like the winter season. But really cool how it does give you guys the option to control it manually on here or the remote. That's really cool as well. Just make sure that when you guys are using the remote, you guys want to put it directly onto here and not the bottom. Otherwise it won't work. So that's a quick little test to show you guys that the product does work. Alright, going back guys. So nice quick test the product and definitely actually does work and actually works quite well. You can see it's actually very easy for you to control everything on here from different mode, the different temperature setting, and also the tip over protection on here does work when you guys do use it. You can see how it does count down. And immediately once you guys do turn it on, you guys can feel the heat starting to build up already. It really does heat up a lot faster than a lot of other brands and also the previous heaters as well. And when you guys do turn it on, it does give you guys a really good coverage when you guys do use it, especially how it does have the Oscillating option. That is really helpful as well. So whether if you guys want to use it at home, in the office, or anywhere else, that is totally up to you guys. But when you guys do use it, it does work. But that is everything that's on the product. Now to go unboxing and test the product. Now to answer the question of whether or not it's worth or not. So for this part, I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. If you guys want one of these, especially if you guys in the market looking for a high quality tower heater fan that give you guys like the Oscillating option, the fast heating option, the tip over protection, and so much more, then I do have to say that it is pretty worth it. But then obviously for those of you guys who don't want or don't need one or haven't one of these, obviously don't buy one and save your money on something else actually do need. So that's basically everything for this video itself. If you guys like this video, make sure to smash that like button in the bottom. That will definitely help this video out and it will definitely help with the algorithm as well to promote more videos for you guys so you guys can see more of the videos or similar videos as well. But as always, make sure to stay positive, be you, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of Is It Worth It? Peace.